Hello beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you a project using my stencil from Stencil Girl called Brush It Off. And this stencil is actually based on my brush off paint after working on a project where I take my paintbrush and literally brush it off onto paper. And I remember doing this one day and going, wow, I would love to be able to recreate this over and over again. And so here we have a stencil with my brush marks on it. So I'm using muslin. I really have been into fabrics these days. I'm working with fabric in a variety of ways. And it's been a really long time since I have used my stencil brushes and ink pads, but it provides such a soft, subtle mark on the fabric that I really wanted to have that softness that can come from using a stencil brush instead of using paint. And so I'm using the Adirondack earth tones and 3 different colors: denim, stream, and stone washed. And I'm choosing these 3 because they're all blue, and they're all in the blue family. Stream has a little bit of green in it, but I thought it'd be a nice sort of ombre effect to create using the stencil brushes. And I don't know yet what I'm gonna do with these pieces, but I'm absolutely gonna find a way to fit them in. I've recently discovered pinking shears, and so I'm using some pinking shears as well. This stencil is really meant to be one that you can use as a background, you can use as a focal point. I'm now taking that same stencil, flipping it over onto some white paper, and just using a brayer, pressing pretty hard to get some transfer. It's very subtle, it's very light, but it can be a beautiful background for any project, really. Here are some jelly plate prints that I did when I got the stencil for the very first time. Oh, before I do that though, let me show you just another way to use paint with this stencil should you prefer a more opaque or bolder look than the softness you get with the stencil brushes. So I'm just bringing in some paint over an old jelly plate print and just adding that as more of a foreground instead of a background. So this stencil is one that I believe I'll be using a lot in a lot of different projects because it's such a great background stencil to play with. I have some ideas of other ways I'm going to be using it. I'll be sure to come back here and share it with you. Here's some jelly plate prints I did using it, and I hope you find it to be helpful and a beautiful addition to your creative stash. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Go grab your stencil.